You worked for decades. You saved, you planned, and now you're retired. So why does it still feel unsteady sometimes? You know, some of the smartest retirees I meet, the planners, the savers, the responsible ones, they still tell me the same thing. Brian, I feel lost at times. Not financially ruined. I'm not even in crisis, just unsure of themselves. And here's the part that surprises people. Feeling lost in retirement doesn't mean you did anything wrong. It just means you're human and you're in a major life transition. Today, I'm not going to explain why that happens. I'm going to give you simple, concrete steps that can help you feel grounded again, starting today. But before we get into the fixes, I want to walk you through the real reasons this happens. Because once you understand them, the solutions make a lot more sense. Reason number one, the math doesn't match the feeling. You have a plan, you've got a budget, you've got a paid off house, and you still feel financially uneasy. And here's why. For 40 years, money flowed in. Now it flows out. Even if the numbers work, the psychology feels wrong. You know, a lot of retirees tell me, I know I'm okay on paper, but I don't feel okay. So here's the fix. And I've talked about this before because it actually works. The 3 buckets of peace of mind method. Bucket number 1, these are your essentials. Food, housing, utilities, insurance. You know, if Social Security covers this bucket, folks, you're safer than you think. Bucket number 2 is your lifestyle. Restaurants, hobbies, travel, the grandkids. Folks, this bucket's flexible. You can adjust it anytime without panic. Bucket number 3 is safety. This is where your emergency fund comes in. Your I want to sleep at night account, where you rarely touch it, comes in. Why this works? You know, when retirees see their money separated like this, the fear of running out drops dramatically. It turns a big scary pile of money into 3 simple categories, really. And here's something I hear all the time also. Once I saw it in the buckets, I finally stopped worrying every time I spent 20 bucks. Folks, that's the power of clarity. Reason number 2, the loss of structure hits harder than expected. You know, you went from decades of schedules to nothing. Even if you enjoy the freedom, your brain still misses the rhythm of start times, deadlines, responsibilities, people counting on you. And here's the part most retirees don't expect. Folks, your brain doesn't crave work. It craves structure. So here's the fix. The 3 daily anchors routine. Not a strict schedule, just 3 predictable touch points. Pick one from each category. Number 1, move, walk, stretch, light exercise. Doesn't matter how long, just move. Number 2, connect. Call a friend, talk to a neighbor. Just send a message to somebody. Humans need contact. Number 3 is do. Do a task, do a hobby, do a project or something you're learning. Why this works? Anchors give your brain the structure it's missing without making your day feel rigid. And here's the thing, most retirees don't need a full schedule. They just need 3 things that happen every day so the day doesn't feel empty. Reason number 3, identity doesn't automatically transfer. You know, you weren't just a worker. You were the problem solver, the mentor, the provider. For decades, people needed you. Your skills mattered. Your experience mattered. Then retirement hits and suddenly the world stops asking. That creates a quiet identity crisis most retirees never talk about. So here's a fix. The purpose in 10 minutes exercise. Grab a piece of paper and write this down. Who benefits from my experience? Then pick one person and do something small for them. Send them a message, offer them help of some kind, share some advice. Just check in with them. Why this works? Purpose doesn't come from a job, folks. It comes from being useful to someone, even in tiny ways. And the beautiful thing is, purpose doesn't require a big mission. It just requires connection. How to feel grounded again. These are practical steps. Now, let's take everything we just talked about and turn it into a plan you can actually follow. Step 1, build a routine you can actually stick to. Use the 3 daily anchors you picked earlier. Put them on your calendar for the next 7 days. That's it. 7 days of tiny structure creates momentum, folks. And here's the key. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for consistency. Step 2, redefine what productive means in retirement. Here's a simple rule. If it improves your life or someone else's, hey, it counts. Examples might be learning something new, helping someone, fixing something around the house. How about improving your health? Spending time with people you care about. You're not supposed to grind anymore. You're supposed to engage. And when retirees shift from output to impact, everything changes. Step 3, shrink the future into something you can actually handle. Thinking about the next 20 years it's overwhelming. So here's a fix for you. The 20-day confidence cycle. Every 20 days, answer 3 questions. What's one thing I want to improve? What's one thing I want to enjoy? What's one thing I want to look forward to? This keeps your mind focused on what you can control, and 20 days is short enough that you actually follow through. Step number 4, connect with people who understand this stage of life. Feeling lost gets heavier, folks, when you feel alone. So here's another fix. The 2 connection rule. Every week, connect with just 2 people. A friend, a neighbor, a fellow retiree, someone in an online community maybe. 2 conversations a week can completely change how grounded you feel. You know, humans, we aren't meant to do life alone, especially not in retirement. If you feel lost, it doesn't mean you failed it. It doesn't mean you planned wrong. It doesn't mean you're behind anything. It means you're in a transition. And transitions require new tools. I think now you have them. The 3 buckets, the 3 daily anchors, the purpose in 10 minutes, the 20-day confidence cycle, the 2 connection rule. If you use even one of these this week, you'll feel more grounded than you did last week. And remember, folks, you're not alone in this. Your comment might help someone else realize they're not alone either. So thanks for spending part of your day with me today. And if you want steady, practical conversations like this, hit subscribe. Retirement isn't just about money, folks. It's about learning how to live this next chapter well. Y'all take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next video.